I'm Sean Dotson, and this is my demonstration project. With Halloween right around the corner, people all around the world will be celebrating. Pumpkins are the symbol of Halloween, and carving them is a fun, festive way to celebrate the holiday. Carving pumpkins is a very fun and it's a fun and family activity that you can do with friends, family, whoever. While it's also fun and it's a family activity, it's also very inexpensive. It doesn't cost very much to carve a pumpkin, and it's basically just another decoration you can have around the house, on a porch, anywhere. While you still, want to be festive for holidays, you still kind of need to know the basic steps of how to carve a pumpkin. So the steps are: 1, choosing the right pumpkin. This is really important because you don't want your pumpkin to be huge, but at the same time you don't want it to be too small, or you don't want the shape to be getting in the way of how you can kind of carve around the pumpkin or carve the eyes, mouth, whatever. Next would be the supplies. Also very important, the stuff you need to carve a pumpkin: a marker or stencil. Depending on what you want to do, you can freehand your drawing to cut out, or you can use stencil, it doesn't really matter. Next is the carving utensils: 2 knives, 1 short, 1 tall. You want the short ones to kind of go around the edges of the small ones. You want the long one to kind of cut around the edge. And next would actually be cutting around the edge. When you cut the top off of the pumpkin, you don't want to cut straight down. You kind of want to cut at an angle so that your top doesn't fall straight through, or it won't fit anymore. Next is make sure to draw around. When you draw around the top, you want it to be about 1 inch off of the stem of the top. And when you draw around the faces, you kind of want to just draw whatever design you want. Kind of make it however you want to make it, really. Next, after you cut out the top of the pumpkin, get all of the insides out. Inside there will be a bunch of guts of the pumpkin and seeds. What you want to do is just take them, scoop them all out with another supply. You can use really anything, a spatula, anything will work. And you kind of just want to put them in any bowl or a bag, waste bag. Next, you want to make sure you have your pumpkin on something like a newspaper or a waste bag. Just something where it's not getting on a table or something like that. And next, an optional step is to actually light your candle. I don't have a candle for this one, but if you want to set yours outside at night, just pop a candle in, light the candle, and it can just sit there. It'll light up the pumpkin, it'll let you see it easier. Next, actually, one really cool way about pumpkins is if you take the seeds out and separate them from the guts, you can actually get a good snack from it as well. Pumpkin seeds are actually really good. You just season them, throw them in the oven. And now the last step is just carving it all out. As you can see, I've already carved mine out. The top of it already carved. I just freehanded my drawings. So, really it's very simple. You take the short knife, you kind of just want to cut around where you drew out, and that's why drawing it out is very important. You don't necessarily have to, but it just makes things easier, and it lets you know, you are cutting out your own design, and it just makes everything a lot easier. So there is my pumpkin, the one that I had cut out. So that is basically all you really need to know to carve a pumpkin. Again, very simple, very fun family activity at very less cost. Yeah, again, very simple, and I hope you guys have a very happy Halloween. And I hope this tutorial was very helpful for those of you who did not know how to carve a pumpkin or didn't know, maybe the basic steps of how or anything like that. So again, thank you guys. That was my demonstration project.